Back in time experiments. A car going backwards is reversing. Reversing is how to say reversing. To reverse ice melting, put it in your freezer. The water will freeze back to ice. Changes that are easy to reverse are called physical changes. Physical. Yes. That's where we get the word physics from. Turning on a TV is a physical change that is easy to reverse. Yes. Just turn on the electricity. Your phone, your calculator, and your washing machine are all electrical. Electrical. Electrical things make physical changes that are easy to reverse by turning them off and turn them on and yes, that's better. Physics lessons are about the physical changes that are reversible. Reversible. Boiling water in a kettle is also reversible. Steam is 100 degrees Celsius. 100 degrees Celsius is also 100 degrees centigrade, written 100 degrees C. Centigrade. Yes, cent for 100. Mostly people use Celsius, but centigrade means the same. Get an adult to cool the steam coming out of a kettle with a cold lid of a saucepan. Saucepan. The saucepan lid cools the steam back to water droplets. Steam becoming water is called condensing. Condensing. Boiling beer and condensing the gas is how whiskey is made in a distillery. The gas is called alcohol vapour. Yes, also how to make vodka. Apart from you don't use a sort of beer stuff to make vodka. You have potatoes and yeast. Put a spoon of salt in a small plate of water. Watch the salt dissolve. Put the salty water on a windowsill for 2 days to let the water evaporate. Evaporate. The science of evaporation is called physics. Physics lessons are about physical reversible changes like evaporation. Put on goggles and get an adult to heat very salty water, 5 millimeters deep, in a saucepan, in a closed saucepan. With a little. The heat makes the water evaporate faster. The salt reappears as crystals. Evaporation dries out puddles. The crystals won't look as nice, of course. The water evaporates into the air, making the air humid. Yeah, water vapour. You get solid pieces out of water using a filter. Filtering is a reversible physical change. Filter coffee is filtered using filter paper. Stir a spoon of instant coffee in a cup of warm water. Wait for it to dissolve. Then pour the coffee through the coffee filter as a control. Compare this with a spoon of filter coffee. Yeah, this is special coffee that's used in coffee filters. Stir a spoon of filter coffee in a cup of warm water. Then pour the coffee through the coffee filter. The filter traps the solid pieces that fail to dissolve. Yeah, the filter paper, the white paper. It's got loads of specks of dots of like dirt. Looks like dirt. And that's the bits of coffee that don't dissolve. Toilet paper is filtered using sand and good bacteria. Yes, filter is also what happens for baristas in Starbucks. They're always like getting the grounds of coffee and usually throwing them in the bin, which is a waste because they're quite useful for fertilizing plants and things. Poo is called feces. Feces is how to say feces. Feces is spelled feces in America. After your feces is filtered, the water is put in a river or the sea. Yes, filtered with good bacteria so that they eat all the bad stuff away. Changes that are not easily reversible are called chemistry. Chemistry. It is impossible to unboil an egg. Chemicals change when food is cooked. Cooked food cannot be uncooked. So cooking is chemistry. You can unheat a bowl of soup, but it will never quite be the same. An apple rotting is also a chemical process. Physical effects can be done and undone as many times as you like. On, off, on, off. Chemical effects are done once and are impossible to reverse. Rotten brown mush and mould cannot be turned back into an apple. Rotting is a chemical process because it cannot be reversed. Another non-reversible chemical process is food digestion. Yes, you can't turn poo back into food. Digestion. Digestion breaks the long food chemicals you eat into small chemicals that can dissolve. Burning of fuel is a chemical process. Fuel. Charcoal is the fuel for a barbecue. BBQ. Burning needs three things: heat, fuel and oxygen. These are called the food triangle apparatus. Reversible experiments are physical. Non-reversible experiments are chemical. When you breathe on a cold window, the water vapor condenses. Water on your washing dries on a hot, windy day by evaporation. The word vapor is inside the word evaporate. Yeah, the U's gone though. Filter paper separates the solid pieces out of water. Burning needs oxygen, fuel, heat. These words are the fire triangle. Cool! Did you spot the two deliberate mistakes I made? Who'll be the first to write them in comments? Press my picture to get more of my videos. Press like, press subscribe. Bye!